Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on two-hand weaponry. So, as you can see, I have started a new character, and with the base attributes I threw up his two-hand mastery to 20. That doesn't unlock anything except for, well actually no, it doesn't unlock anything. I'm still basically with nothing more than what I would be using all the time. So, when you start using two-handed weaponry, you're going to need to make yourself a practice sword. If you try to just make yourself a metal claymore and go directly to there, you're going to see that you need a minimum of whatever skill to actually use it. So you'd think maybe the practice longsword would work, but you actually need a minimum of 30 to use that. Now you can get a minimum of 30 when you roll a character, but if you don't have anything in your two-hand because you just rolled the character and you figured, oh, it'll all be fine, well, you're going to need to make yourself the practice bastard sword to begin with. You can equip it without any skill in the blades mastery, the two-handed blades mastery, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find yourself something to practice on. You're definitely not going to want to say, oh hey, now that I have my practice blade, let me go fight this wolf. No, you're definitely going to want to go, and first thing probably you want to fight is a moose, or if you have somebody that you're playing with, a friend that you're playing with, you can unit together and just take a few swings at them to get your skill up. Now, of course, fighting animals is not terribly easy. Oftentimes they'll run away, so you gotta have to get very close to them very slowly. Make sure you have your weapon drawn. They'll kind of relax a little bit. You get closer and closer, slowly, and then you make your strike. You have to get going really nice and quick. If you do it right, you can usually manage to stun them, but that is a sometimes thing. It is definitely a sometimes thing. Come on. Now with a long enough blade, you can actually attack them pretty easily. But sometimes they'll just be getting away and you need to let them go and let them do their thing. Now as you can see, I increased my skill quite a bit. That's because the skill increase on the server that I'm playing on is very, very high. So now I can switch over to my practice longsword, which should do a bit more damage. Not too much more damage though, I don't think. It's still pretty basic. Let's withdraw that. And for some reason it makes a metal unsheathing sound even though it's made of wood. And now we charge again. Now, how you want to do it is you want to ready your attack, and you want to wait until the moose starts moving before you attack. That way, you have the optimal amount of time to recover your stamina. Now, for where I'm at right here, actually, the moose has, for the most part, stopped moving. It's pretty much just walking along now. I guess it's given up on life. So now we can just kind of experiment with what hurts the most. It's all blunt damage, but you get different types of slashes. So, you know, left slash, right slash, left slash, right slash. I don't have enough for the combo yet. But you can start to get the combos working, and you can just get an idea of what does what. Yeah, it seems like slashes with this blunt sword don't do, or I mean stabs. It seems like stabs with this blunt sword don't do too much damage, but it does seem like the overhead is decent. 5.2, 7.5, as opposed to the 2 that I was getting on the stab every time. And then the sideways slash seems to be decent also. Oh yeah, 7.4, there we go. Bam. Whoppa. Alright, so I doubt you would get this much leveling if you were using the regular leveling situation, but you can use peaceful animals to get yourself up to a point where, well, now I can use my claymore. Very nice. And if you can't manage to get a moose on its own, what you can do is attract a wolf away from a moose, and then you can just come back and kick the moose's ass. Very easy. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. But yeah, you can still see that the piercing damage is not very high for two-hand weapons, or two-hand swords. You definitely want to be doing slashing. So there we go. That's a moose down, and that is a lot of two-handed blades mastery brought up from that from that moose. I keep wanting to call it a wolf. You should probably be able to get to 30 two-handed mastery with just a few mooses. Moosin? Meese? I don't know. But yeah, if you don't want to go out and try to track a moose for whatever reason, you can go ahead and group into a unit with friendly people and just attack them. If you knock them out, I believe there is a penalty to your alignment. But if you're just taking slashes at them, so long as you're in a unit formation, or just in a unit with them, you do not take alignment penalty. But if you are not, then you will take alignment penalty. So keep that in mind, and I hope you have a good time slashing shit up with your two-hand weapons.